Welcome or welcome back, new viewers and game viewers. It is time for our new episode of Pokemon Legends Z-A, and today we're going to be here at the Luggage Bureau talking to Emma about who our fight will be, or who the person is, for rank B. And for the rank B match, of course, to move on to rank A. But anyways, let us begin with talking to her. I did a bit of grinding off screen for another challenger's ticket, so we don't have to grind through that on here. How y'all doing? Glad to see you too, Mimi. Hello there. What can I do for you today? If this is about your case, I've narrowed down the list of likely candidates by looking at people who came to Lumiose within the last few years. Thanks, Emma. But this is actually another missing person we're here for today. Another missing person? Alright, let's hear it. We need to find some areas of opponent for his next promotion match. Do you have a name? Grisham. I can't speak. Grisham. I know the name. One of the top-ranked trainers in the Z-A Royale, or so I've heard. I can give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. Do you still want to know? Yes, I do. Not like the game's giving me much of a choice. I figured you'd say that. Okay, I know what to do. If you beat me in battle, I'll tell you what I know. Come on, let's head outside. Alright, time to beat the brakes off you too, Emma. You sit back over here, maybe, okay? Yeah, well, I wasn't planning on going in there anyways. Alright, she has it for us, and I think she has Lucario? What ifs? Did got a lot of more Mega Stones off screen as well. And caught a few new things and facts as well. Let me show you all. I did have to get another Salamence, but this one has a slightly better nature than the one I caught before. I got Kangaskite off screen. Finally got a friggin' Skarmory with the Skarmory, yeah. And this Slowpoke, I don't know why I caught it. Got Drippa with Drampite. And a bunch of other things. And even got a Life Orb on my Greninja. And a few other cool items thanks to some side quests. I gotta just get all those when I can. But anyways, let's fight Emma over here. You should know, Emma's really strong. Her detective work means she's too busy for the Z-A Royale, but she'd be in the top ranks for sure. I'd be above that. Are you ready to battle me? Yes, I'll win. I'll be using Pokemon that were given to me by a man who played an important role in my life, Zoroark. One of the Team Flare admins. Malamar, everyone, let's go. Oh, Ultimate Malamar. Wondering when you'd show up. And aside from the Calistars, the last of the announced Megas before this game released. You are challenged by Detective Emma. Sent out Embaras. Let's go, Garchip. Yeah, that ain't gonna save you. Alright, ma while. It's been a while, ma while. Taste this. I love it. Right through that reflect, if that was what you used before. Lucario! Drop like a flat on the mighty Garchomp. And now it's time for Malamar. Alright, that was originally Zoroark's Pokemon if you played the X and Y post-game. My Pokemon and I aren't alone. My old mentors have our backs in spirit. I think Zoroark also had a Crobat, which isn't in this game, I'm pretty sure. Mega Crobat would be sick. Alright, let's see it. Ultimate Malamar. I already know what it looks like thanks to that trailer. But yeah, I mean, don't we all? Look at that, real cool design. Shape looks like a Jimmy Neutron villain or something. Anyways, let's even out the odds a little bit. Make things a little more equal, as a certain Avatar character once said. Moon Blaster, goodbye. Wonder if they'll give me a Malamite. Malamite. Good thing those old guys aren't here to see this, or else that'd be embarrassing as hell. Not like the dozens of other people, or hundreds of other people potentially seeing this, but alright. Tell me, what do you two know about Team Flare? Actually, everything about those losers. They're one of the worst evil teams ever. They're the group that caused all that trouble for Kalos 5 years ago, right? Exactly right. Their group was led by a man named Lysander. He disappeared 5 years ago, but now he's reappeared, calling himself L. He's been spotted around town with a mysterious Pokemon. You know, if I knew for each time there was a character in a Nintendo game, or at least a Nintendo licensed game, named L in some way, I'd have 3 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened thrice. L in Xenoblade X, this L, and Mysterious Mr. L in Super Paper Mario. Anyways, it seems suspicious, so I decided, just right around town, mysterious Pokemon, whatever, to investigate them. Not for a client, just for me. But everything I've uncovered tells me that L hasn't been doing something sinister at all. In fact, he seems to be genuinely trying to help save Lumiose, so it's not the old guard we've got to worry about here, but rather the new. See, about 5 years ago, I had my own ties to someone who was involved in Team Flare. That's how oh yeah, she was talking about Looker during our battle, not Zoroark, but whatever. And now I think she's talking about Zoroark. That's how I heard what I'm about to tell you. Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left a legacy. Apparently, they tried a few different things, including making an expansion suit that I use. Another one of their efforts involved training up a new generation to carry on their ideals. Grisham was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught, though it's not clear if Grisham is even a real name or not. Yeah, it doesn't sound real. And now, it seems Grisham is taking part in the Z-A Royale, but why? To what end? Could be for Team Flare, I don't know. There's no real saying for sure, and not until I do some more digging at least. You know what? I bet Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab could tell you more about Grisham. I don't want to talk to Mabel, I don't like her. Look, she's pretty hot, but damn does she have an attitude. Sorry, but that's not for me to say. It's up to Mabel to decide how much she wants to share. Thanks for the tip, Emma. I'll do some investigating on my own. You should go to the Pokemon Research Lab and see what Mabel says, Bear. Game is forcing me to talk to that crazy bitch. I might as well pick that up first. Hey, Jillian Berry, not gonna be too useful here. No Blood Moon Ursalunas running around, sadly. Of course, it's on the other side. And when I wanted the game to fast travel me closer, it kind of fast traveled me farther away, I'd say. So let's just go to this cafe instead. Or maybe I'm even farther than before, but at least I don't have to go around an area to get to it. Alright, when I had that life orb on my Greninja, even trying to damage these... I used the wrong attack. Even trying to damage these crystals over here still causes the effects of life orb to activate. I feel like that should have some sort of positive drawback to it, or a positive effect to it as well. Like maybe because of the extra damage, you end up getting a few extra crystals out of it too. But that doesn't happen. Otherwise, if it's not in battle, I don't think it should damage you. I mean, seriously, imagine if in the first 6 generations of Pokemon you were using a Pokemon with HM, and they happen to be holding a life orb. Every time they use that HM, they take a bit of damage. That's kind of what it's like here. Well, I guess from Gen 4 to 6, I should say, since life orb didn't exist pre-Gen 4, but whatevs. That rat, that vile little man! Yeah, I'm gonna turn around. I don't want to deal with this chick. I can't believe that mayor. It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zones. It is not even like I could tell him off, not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. Every boss ever. But that doesn't mean I should get worked into the ground. I'm acting director for this place. God damn it. Oh god, this game really have to force me to talk to her. Why? Are you making progress on my research text? No shit, look at them, why don't you? I want to know about Grisham. Grisham? Who could that be? Something new from Team Flare. Team Flare? It seems you already know more about Gris than I would have thought. Fine. So I used to be a part of Team Flare. What happened to the other admins? They probably all went to jail and somehow you didn't. Can't tell from the chair she has in the back, but whatever. I don't really mind telling people if they're merely curious. But there are still people today who react badly if they even hear the words Team Flare. That would be any evil team for that matter if you think about it. You know? So I don't exactly walk around advertising it, but I won't lie about it if I'm asked either. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others. But it took a plea deal. Oh, so you were about to go to jail. So I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me if I'm always stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare also had me looking into Pokemon energy and all, so I don't hate the work. Sorry. Didn't mean to for the sob story, the SOB story, let's be real, to spill out. You want to know about Grisham, huh? He was a part of a younger generation in Team Flare. Everyone called him Gris. It means gray. Like the color of ashes. I guess gris being French for gray, of course. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles, and that he got much chance to show off that skill. Not that he got much chance to show off skill at times. I honestly don't know what he might be thinking now, doing the Z-A Royale. But if you really got to know, you might want to try Nova Cafe over in Centurico Plaza. You'll find out when you go, won't you? Sheesh, kid. Don't take all the mystery and fun out of life. You're about to walk into a pretty sticky situation, but I'll be there to help you when the time comes. And don't forget, I still want you to keep up the research work, too. I've been doing it really well. And you know that. We're at level 37 right now. Only 13 levels to go for a max level. Alright, and now let's go over here to the cafe. Alright, I want to ask you about someone. The only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink? Oh, excuse you, princess. If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady there. Well, isn't this entertaining? It looks like you've managed to find your next opponent. The quiet master of Centurico Plaza's famed Nova Cafe truck is indeed just a front. The truth is, I'm one of the top-ranked trainers in the Z-A Royale, the foremost trainer in rank B, and the boss of Team Flare Nova. Yes, you found me, Grisham, at your service. I've got my own goals to achieve, goals that have brought me to the Z-A Royale, which is why I cannot let you defeat me. I suppose this still makes little sense to you, however. Shall I explain the whole thing? Grisham, you know this kid is with AZ. Hello, Akifor. How are you doing today? There's no point even trying to explain it all in someone on AZ's side. This is Grissel, one of my comrades in Team Flare Nova. Let's just take this kid down right here, right now, while we've got the chance. Grissel, please do calm yourself. Nova Cafe is here to offer comfort to the masses. It is no place to start commotion. Fine, I'll send you a location. If you care at all about knowing the truth, go there and wait. We'll close up shop, then head over. If you'd be so kind, please check your map and find your own way. We'll meet you there. Ah, blasted crystals on the wall. Oh well. Oh, let's see, let's go this way instead. Quite a lot of side quests in this game, dude. Quite rewarding as well. Alright, before I go in, let us heal a little bit. Gotta be ready for anything. That might be that old Team Flare cafe. Look at you, playing like a good little boy. Great game indeed thus far. Do have some gripes about it though. But yes, I imagine you must be asking yourself why we would want to meet at such a spot. This is Lysander Cafe. Oh, Lysandre Cafe. This is on Switch too. It was a very important place for someone in Team Flare, though now it is an empty storefront. I've had my Switch 2 for about a month now, yes. And no one has any desire to rent at a location so closely associated with such a disreputable group. And since no one wants it, we've taken the liberty of continuing to use it as a base of Team Flare. Or more rightly, for Team Flare Nouveau. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? Oh yeah, that loser of a group from 5 years ago. Yeah, I know him. What about it? What could an outsider like you know about what Team Flare really was? Giselle. Grisham, this kid is our enemy. He's nothing but an obstacle to all the group goals we hope to achieve for Team Flare Nouveau. There's no point in trying to explain anything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him. The world has not been kind or forgiving towards those of us who were a part of Team Flare. I'm afraid it's all too undesirable, or understandable. Sad though it is, as some harden their hearts in response, like Christelle here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's simply no stopping Christelle once she is set on a course of action. Though, it will mean revealing your battle tactics to me before a promotion match. I must ask, please, won't you grant Christelle the battle she desires? I suppose I have no other choice. Alright, if I had to guess, perhaps you'll start with some sort of a fire type. Fight me! Who do you think you are, Meta Knight? Fight me! I'm going to bring you to the ground! And now she thinks she's Flame Ironheart, okay. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the Z-A Royale. Are you a challenge maker cell of Team Flare Nouveau? Alright, sends out Talon Flame. Too bad this ain't turn-based, or else you would have the speed control. Aerodactyl. Ah, that did some damage. Camerupt, are we gonna see him make a Camerupt here? Not quite, I guess. Ah, you suck. Hit him back with your own Earthquake. Metal Gross. Wonder when the buildings are gonna show up. And Pyroar is the final Pokemon. Oh, Mega Pyroar. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. We've got to win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. Oh, can't wait. What does Mega Pyroar look like? Or Ultimate Pyroar, as I like to call them. What's it look like? Oh, look at that fire mane. Simba finally grew up. Anyways, down you go. This is ridiculous. I swear, the more megas that are revealed, the more excited I get for Champions when that comes out next year. Oh man, I can't friggin' wait. I lost. My Pokemon. Lost. That was well fought. I expect nothing less from Team MZ's new ace, the one who seeks to save Lumiose City. Where'd you guys pull those out of? I'd say it's time for a little coffee break. If only I drank coffee. Voila! The One Ember Roast, our signature drink in the Vlog Cafe. That should have perked up the Pokemon who battled for us as well. Now that we're all feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare, and what it is we hope to accomplish. No thanks, I've already played Pokemon X and Y. Please, join us inside. I suppose I have no other choice, do I? Let's go in. Could be a trap. They might have traps in there. The fiery red of Lysandre's burning passion, excuse me. That is what fills this Lysandre Cafe. And here, in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the Z-A Royale. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, a man named Lysander, grew disillusioned with humanity over time. Fearing what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own, to reduce the number of people in the world. Yeah, genocide. Where have I seen that before in a Pokemon villain? Cyrus. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know what the ultimate weapon, which nearly burnt the Kalos region off the map? That weapon was AZ's creation. You may only see AZ as the kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home. But if he had never built something so horrifying as the ultimate weapon, then Lysander would have never been driven to such madness, and we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. And now, it appears AZ is out to save, I can taste the quotations, Lumiose, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you might not even believe a word that I've said. That is why I invite you, Spraber, to witness the truth yourself. What's that? You'll see. Open sesame. Open salami. Beyond that door lies the former Lysandre Labs. It was a facility used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active, and it was down there that we learned AZ's secrets for ourselves. That is where we learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. You must see the truth with your own eyes if you are to fully understand how awful it is. Lysandre Labs was designed to be labyrinthine. And of course, plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. You might be done in before you even get to see the truth yourself. Yeah, keep underestimating me. Anyways, time to go in. Now, what wild Pokemon will we see in here? Please be some Beldums. I want to get my Mega Metagross. Or my Ultimate Metagross. Already got my Salamence. Gotta get the other Hoenn-Pseudo. I figured enough time has passed for you to have gotten yourself into some trouble. Let me guess, you're down in Los Angeles Labs? Oh my god, how did you know? If there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You need to find an elevator key. There should be one lying around here somewhere. Alright, go through the labs. Honestly, even though we just walked in here, a decent rendition from the top-down view that X and Y had. And this more... Oh, hey, Houndoom. Alright, guard up, let's do it. I no need to catch this one, I already have my Alpha Houndoom. Alright, let's see, a teleport. The orb panel doesn't seem to be powered, and yet it's flickering, whatever. You have to find the right power supply and unit to get it up and running. Alright, I'm gonna assume it's the same with this one, let's just see to make sure. Yes it is, alright. I know what'll be up here. Oh, that was the exit. Don't mind me, I just accidentally walked through here. Alright, well this door open. The door seems to be locked. The letter A is displayed on the console. Huh, maybe we need some sort of a password. Alright, let's see, this here panel might have something on it as well. Oh no, it's a switch. You pulled down the lever and activated the power supply unit, and you couldn't even bother to animate that, Game Freak. Awesome. The lights are back on, and nearby warp panels should work now. Teleport me somewhere. Hey, there's a minute trick in here. Just so I have a higher level minute trick, why not? Alright, and there's the key card she was talking about. And a TM, Dank Pulse. I can give that to Greninja if I want. You know what? Yeah, Greninja's more of a special attacker in this sense anyways. I'm not the biggest fan of having mixed attackers most of the time. So, let's have you with Dank Pulse instead. Alright, is there a way to get over here? That's what I thought. Alright, elevator, take me anywhere. You can't proceed as long as the elevator is locked. Find an elevator key. I thought I did. I guess the key would be for this. Key panel A. Deal with that, hold up a second. The door opened. There's something over there. Oh, the Noivern. I did evolve my Noibite off screen, so that would have been nice if it showed up a bit sooner, but oh well, too late now. Alright, now we need to find the power source in this here room. Alright, the door seems to be locked. The letter V is displayed on the console. Alright, time to pull this lever as well. Not a question of the day, but do you say lever or lever? I know it's pronounced lever, but I kind of like saying lever just for fun. The lights are back on, and nearby warp panels should work now. Should work. You don't sound too sure of yourself, game. this here is the work panel the game wants us to use. Let's use it. And there's the lab card B. Oh, so this is where that leads. Alright, good to know. That door is still locked. Now, where's that other door that I saw earlier? Ah, there it is. Well, before I do that, can this open? No, it will not. The door is opened. Oh, there's the Beldums. Too bad Beldum has a pitiful low catch rate. Alright, come on, one. Let's get the other one. Two. And that low catch rate is starting to piss me off already. Anyways, man, we can always try again another time. Alright, this one should say letter C on it. Nope, just another lever. There you got the power on. The lights are back on, and nearby warp panel should work now. Funny thing, you think in the Pokemon world they have a bike straight up called the Electric Bike? Seems like a missed opportunity if they don't. Or the Electric Bike. Nah. Or the Minicycle as a miniature-themed motorcycle. Alright, I'll stop. Oh, something's sitting over there. What is it? Wow, Ekans, I'm so scared. Anyways. Alright, there's the lab card C, and another Alpha Arbok. I might as well take it on. A little higher level than the one in Area 10. And Greninja level 76. Oh, another Noivern in here. So I don't know if I just need to grab that Firestone that you probably really liked. A Thunderstone. Alright, wait, let's switch from 4. There's a door that opens with the C card, or the C card opens. Alright, try again with these guys. Come on, you can stay in the ball or something. Huh, and they went back to just giving it, well, yeah, it's been had tackle since Gen 8. Imagine if they still had takedown. I can't open that just yet, that's what I thought. Alright, so there's a little map that could aid us in this a little bit. Oh, yeah, you're right. I just cleared things up a little bit with this guy. Get out of my face. Alright, so maybe that door is on the other side here. Oh, there's a hidden item over here. Let's see what we'll find. A Dawnstone. Oh, yes, that's perfect. Actually, before we continue, just what I was looking for. Now I can finally get my Frostlass and use Ultimate Frostlass. That's the wrong Snow Runs. And just the right nature we need as well. I'm surprised we don't have more Pokemon post-Gen 4 that evolve with Dawnstones. And we've had Pokemon in later generations post-Gen 4 that evolved with, like, Sunstones or Duskstones. Why not Dawnstones? And Frostlass is ours. And I didn't already have it holding the Frostlass site, so let's change that. And there's no crossing that gap. Even though our routes I'm from could probably cover the gap, but oh well, let's not try it. Alright, this teleporter seems to still be out. Oh, you want to be rude. Jeez, where is the sea door? Actually, it should be in this purple area here. Oh no, wait, we can't go there yet. Yep, I've got two. A shiny Slowbro and a shiny Magikarp. Relatively quickly, too. Alright, so, hold on, let me bring back the map again. And now, what happens if I were to go into this here teleporter? Not that one, the one down here. Alright, that one's on the other side of the wall. Alright, it leads us up here, and then let's go into this one. Well, that was a nothing burger. Anyways, let's try one of the other teleporters. Let's try one of the orange ones. That should give us something different. This is one we can always just naturally go into. That one we can only teleport. Alright, I think we're supposed to go through here. Alright, so let's go back over here. Yeah, let's go over to that purple zone sitting there. Alright, there we go. I think I figured it out. Alright, there we go. Just the door we were looking for. Alright, the door opened. Oh, look what we have here. Time to be prepared for this battle. Our Ninja / floats in the way. It looks like you'll have to defeat it to continue ahead. What else was I gonna do, huh? Yeah, none shall pass. You shall not pass. Or you got into a battle with a wild Pokemon. And he's got his friends. Down you go. The path is now clear. Alright, anything cool in this room that we can snag before we head on? Doesn't look like it. I guess a really small candy, though. And now this should be what allows us to use the elevator. Yep. Alright, a key that activates our key card that activates the elevator in Lysander Labs is emblazed with Team Flare's logo. Hello, Millie Colton, how are you doing today? Well, that'll be up for you to determine. Alright, head to the elevator near the entrance. But how are you doing today? Very nice. No, I'm doing real well as well. And actually, would I be able to open up from behind? Let's see. Actually, let's just use the teleporter to get on out of here. Ah, there we go. Alright, if that's what you find enjoyable. And what other games do you happen to enjoy as well? Let's open this elevator. You tapped the elevator key against the panel, and you didn't bother to animate that, alright. You can now use the elevator. Which floor would you like to go? Basement level 3 looks pretty cool. Because basement level 2 is just a bad idea, but I don't know why. Also, it's dark in here. Some of the machinery powered back on in response to your presence. Security check initialized. Possession of all keycards has been confirmed. Commencing partial reboot of system. Why partial? Whatevs. Systems rebooted. Voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available to playback. File 1, the device. File 2, the fuel. File 3, the legends. File 4, our shared dream. Which file would you like to review? Alright, the device, I suppose. The device that grants life. This device was created 3,000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had perished. We have found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosenge Town. It has been well preserved. We believe we can have it operational with a little work, but we have not yet found the necessary keys to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should still possess it, since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay, which is what they did in the events of X and Y, 5 years prior. The device that grants life, in fact, grants the decreased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because, thank you, Millie Colton, for becoming a Gamer Bear, and with that, I think we finally hit 500 followers on Twitch. Thank you very much for all your support. Anyways, let us keep going. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into the purest form, and then emit it. Yep, you're the 500th one. Thanks, everyone, for the support. Then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that had lost its own, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? Which file would you like to review? The Legends. Kind of reminds me of that one part of Tales of Arise where you're learning about the Lords and the Sovereigns and the Maiden and all that, but discussion for another day. Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon. Yeah, because the one other legendary Pokemon and the 3 mythicals are chopped liver, yep. Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal, representing destruction and death. The new goal? Perhaps 600, or maybe starts smaller, 550. And Yveltal, representing destruction and death, and yes, don't mind the irregular follow goal, because for some reason, Streamlabs won't let me change that. Anyways, representing destruction and death, and the power to grant life, and the power to steal life. Also, Yveltal's still the best boxer legendary, and that is my personal fact and opinion. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. That would happen. What would happen to the world if there were used such power to activate the ultimate weapon? Which file would you like to review? As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow, and that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. Funny, Lysander was trying to be Thanos long before the modern MCU. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world towards a more beautiful future. Wait a minute. Is that our doggo? It's the doggo. So you found the secret lab, eh? And also, how do you use an elevator, Zygarde? Whatever. Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly admirable, I can't speak, it was. AZ created that weapon. Then, 1,000 years later, he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. Why are you here, huh? Zygarde seems to wish that I come to this place. I have lost most of my memories, and yet, this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. When I spoke with him 5 years ago, through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent, but I did learn of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device requires a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette. And there was no way to know where that Floette could have been found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device. But the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carried, and so I did. There was an explosion, I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried deep in the earth, together with Team Flare's secret base. And how the hell did you get out of that? Zygarde saved me. Oh, that explains it, okay. Why did he save you? I don't know. Imagine if you did that in the end. I don't know why you couldn't. You got blown to bits by that laser. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted his own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now, it has become a threat to Lumiose. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Floette. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower, and a trainer who can draw forth their true power. This is the truth I know, and now you have learned all that those young people waiting in Lysander's Cafe who wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Grisham and with AZ. Then do what you must. Must be done. Alright, and you're just gonna stand here, dude, just staring at this screen? Okay. You already lost one, now you don't want to lose the other one. Yeah, I'm curious, what's on the second floor? There's gotta be some cool items in there. Yep, cool item indeed. Also, hey, look at that, it's the cell that AZ was in 5 years prior in the events of X and Y. Alright, dude, I want a battle. Did you see Lysander? Met him inside, alright. To think that he's still alive. Yeah, I know, bullshit, isn't it? And yet he doesn't seem to have remembered us in the slightest. How could he just forget? It's all because of him that the rest of us... Grizel, there will be a time for such things later. And you, Sparebear, you know the truth of AZ's sins. And so, I make this request for you. Get AZ's Floette and give her to me. Fat chance. What about what Floette wants? You must see it by now. With AZ's special Floette, we should be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everything we've learned to this point, points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage if we're ever to achieve the kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And we can't be the ones to protect Lumiose. Then people will finally see us differently. Do you understand? We were mere children, born of those who chose to join Team Flare, and yet we too became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But We couldn't just leave Lumiose. The city is our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumiose better. To make all Kalos better. At Navoa Cafe, we have worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. And as we have worked there, we have also heard the voices of Lumiose's people. We understand the city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So if you really want to face me in battle, you'll need more than just a challenger's ticket. You need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floet to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling my way up the Z-A Royale, or you could just do the whatchamacallit, the ladder, ranked ladder. You could always do that too, I'm just saying. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to restrain Prism Tower with AZ's Floet. Go talk with the rest of Team MZ and decide what it is you really ought to do. It's time they all learned of AZ's sins. Now, go back to Hotel Z. And for once the game doesn't just teleport me there. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, I got some news. Hey, where'd everybody go? This ain't no time for sleeping or whatever they're doing. You've returned. I've heard from Emma what leads you were following up on. I imagine you learned much of my tale by now, isn't that right? Hey, there's the gang. Spaver, did you manage to find Grisham? Oh, I found him alright. No kidding. I went digging into the rumors about Grisham with Emma after our chat. Sounds like he's one formidable trainer. Plus, he's part of this group, the Team Flare Navoa, and he's been gathering all sorts of info about Lumiose and customers at Navoa Cafe. He even seems to know something weird is going on with Prism Tower. Izzy, is there any chance you could tell us more about the tower, given the situation? Yes. I've also been thinking it is time to talk to you all about it. Come, we can speak on the roof. Spare Bear, you know of the ultimate weapon, don't you? Yes, I do. Then I shall tell you of the terrible sins I have committed, and of my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokemon had their future stolen, people lost their everyday lives, and they known. And my Floet was sent to the front line where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life, all so that I could revive my beloved Floet. I brought Floet back to life. I got back what I had loved most. But my rage had not subsided. I could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon that I loved. In my rage, I remade my device into the ultimate weapon. I put an end to this senseless conflict that would have taken everything from us by becoming destruction itself. He's a god of destruction, you could say. The light fired from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens, then poured down, burning away all that rested upon the earth. But Floet must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I had given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years. That must have been boring as all hell. God damn. Imagine doing that for even just a year. Yeah, he was a bad man, but I forgave him later. Seriously? For 3,000 whole years? Yeah, there's a whole meme about it. You heard about it? During those long years of aimless wandering, a man of great power asked me for my help, he said. He wanted a way to protect Kalos. At this, I thought to myself, I cannot make another device that would take from others, but perhaps I could make one that would share the eternal life I had bestowed on Floet. That is what Agne is. That is what is hidden deep within Prism Tower. I built Agni, whatever, to give a meaning to the eternal life I had burdened Floette with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Floette for what I'd done. I dreamed of the day when I could use Angie after reuniting with Floette at last. That day did not come to pass, but that was because we were living in a time of peace. But now, Angie, the tower is emitting excessive amounts of mega power, even without Mega Floette present. This is only conjecture on my part, but I believe it may be related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. That shock awoke Agni and caused the mega power contained within it to spill forth. It has led to its rampant rogue mega evolution. Is this Agni the reason we have mega evolution in the first place? Huh, this is finally explained. Where was this information back in 2013? The Pokemon offers. The Pokemon come to harm. There's only one way to put an end to the pain. A Mega Evolution user must Mega Evolve Floette, and together reach the control panel within Agni. I never could have imagined that you and Floette had that kind of history. The tower too? So we need the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk? I have a question. Why would Floette be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Floette be able to evolve into Florges? My Floette cannot evolve. Perhaps because she's such a special Pokemon. Yeah, just like the spiky-eared Pichu in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Having received the lives of so many others though that is only my conjecture. Floette returning to my side again after 3,000 years was an act of forgiveness. But she likely also returned to me so that I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to do battle as a trainer. I mean, yeah, I guess you might have kicked all these events into motion, AZ, but I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this. That doesn't matter. AZ still made his awful mess, and Team MZ is stuck cleaning it up. Naveen? I appreciate that AZ is trying to right his wrongs, and I owe him as much as any of us do. I don't want to be the bad guy any more than the rest of you, but accountability matters. You do realize we might die trying to fix all this stuff, don't you? Naveen is correct in what he says. I continue to cause you children nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I am truly sorry. I understood, AZ, and just leave this to Team MZ. Spare Bear, it's up to us to keep the tower from going wild, and that means you've got to beat Grisham. I'll win for sure. I knew we could count on you, Spare Bear. We'll be the ones to stop the tower, not Grisham and Team Flare Navu. Alright, it's time you go challenge Grisham to a promotion match. Thank you. I will forever be grateful for meeting you all, my dear Team MZ. Well, that was a story now, wasn't it? And as I mentioned earlier in the episode, I already got all the ticket points I need. Now let's go beat the brakes off that guy. Alright, where is he? He's hiding over here. Did you arrive at an answer together with your fellows in Team MZ? Yes, I'll battle you. Honestly, why has Team MZ been trying so hard to reach the top of the Z-A Royale anyways? We're fighting for AZ, we're fighting... What are we fighting for, actually? That's an excellent question. I'm kidding, we know what we're fighting for. Yeah, we know all about this old man and that black-flowered Floette of his. So all you idiots hope to achieve is helping AZ's tidy away the mess he made for everyone? Griselle, please. That's too far. But it is true that you, Spare Bear, don't have any real ties to this city. What reason does some outsider like you have to want to protect Lumiose City? The people, man, I guess. That's good. I'm glad you also have something you wish to fight for. But it still pales before my own desires to emerge victorious for this battle. I will become the greatest trainer and use AZ's Floor to protect the city from the tower. And I will restore honor to the memory of Team Flare and all who have ever had their names tied to it. I will make our dreams into reality at last. That is why I must defeat you. No more delays, let's finish this. Charizard, one piping hot battle, go. Gonna use a Mega Charizard X, I bet. Get your game on. Or wait, card fight Vanguard. Anyways, Challenger tickets verified. You are clear to start a promotion match. Your resolve is nothing compared to my own. You carry nothing like the burdens that I carry, and yet you think you'll be able to save Lumiose? I will protect Lumiose, goddammit. May the flames of Team Flare rage strong and true, and burn away all our shames and regrets. Charizard, let your dark flames pour through. Dark flames. Charizard got another Mega Form? If so, I want it. Oh, you're challenged by Grisham of Team Flare and F-Law. Sends out Pangoro. Go, Garchomp, do your best. Oh, come on. You're lame for that. Alright, that's one down. A Tyranitar. What's this Pokemon Coliseum over here? Oh my god. Alright, fine, you want to play that way. Hit him with the Thunderbolt. You can do it. That should kill. No. Okay, Aegislash clearly wasn't the best choice. Alright, instead, Victory Bell. There we go. And while we're at it, let me get my Garchomp on Frozen. Malamar. I think Greninja's gonna be the best choice here. Full heal. Can't touch this, haha. Dark Pulse. Alright, what else you got? Alright, Pyroar, easy. And down you go. Salad Mince. Let's hit him with an Ice Beam. Oh, he's got the Meteor Storm. Not gonna use it. Alright, time for me to Mega Evolve my Emboar. Or, okay, fine, you can Mega Evolve first. My wasted youth. Nothing but ash and ruin. Mega Evolve and burn it away, Charizard. We're gonna get a new Charizard form, or is it one of the previous ones? Let us see. No, Mega Charizard X as I predicted beforehand. Anyways, let us Mega Evolve and even out this playing field, Emboar. To your ultimate form. Okay, really? Down you go. You certainly do direct your Pokemon with skill. There's no denying it. Your victory is confirmed. Congratulations, now processing your promotion. And now, we're at the top of the food chain. You've been promoted to rank A. You lost, but Charizard and the rest of your team looked happy in that battle, Grisham. If only we could leave behind the name of Team Flare. Leave behind Lumiose itself. We'd free ourselves from such a heavy burden. But Team Flare and the dreams that Lysander hoped to make real, that world of beauty and that sense of justice still have hold of us, and they tie us to this place. Lysander may have gone astray, but there was true righteousness in his heart. His ideals, the care he showed for us all. If I threw them aside now, I don't know who it'd be. It seems you are now Lumiose's strongest Mega Evolution user, Spare. Please, take care of Prism Tower in our city. Of course I will. If you have need of us, we will come to your aid. After all, Navois exists in order to help others, so we can make the world beautiful together. Towards that aim, let me provide you with a TM. A TM04 for the air blitz. And come by Navois Cafe anytime. I'll make you one of those burn-up roasts you like. You gotta make the Infernal Overdrive roast, man. Or the Terrifier boosted Eruption one, that'd be sick. Yeah, you're a rude dude. Glad you lost. I may have been defeated. I may have been found unworthy to become Zygarde's trainer, but I'll build a life that shows these things aren't what define me. Yeah, you beat him, man. Grisham. It seems self-serving desires crept in that overshadowed the ideals he holds dear. Though I, of course, am to blame for that. Thank you for helping him to see the error of his ways. Prism Tower appears to be near its breaking point. Yeah, you think? I'm gonna go over here now. And unfortunately, Zygarde still lacks the last of the cells it needs to use its full strength. When the time comes, I hope you'll be able to protect the city. Or rather, not the city itself, but every living thing here in Lumiose. Why are you staring at me like that? Hey, you got nice eyes, but you don't gotta stare at me like that. And guess what? I made it to rank A too! Whoa! You both reached rank A on the same day? It must have helped you two a lot to have strong teammates like each other to train with. With two A-rank trainers, I know we'll be able to take care of the tower. And big yes to that! I suppose that means it's nearly time for Floette to help us resolve this whole situation. I wonder who Floette will choose. Floette, what is it? What's wrong? Uh-oh, Floette might have gotten sick. I don't feel so good. Wait, what? She looks like she's in pain. The tower. Is it Agné? Angay? Whatever. That is affecting you? It might be. Okay, Floette. I'm totally fine to see, right as rain. Looks like she'll be okay. But I'm sure Floette's pretty worried too. There's no telling if we're really to be able to stop the tower. That's true enough. But we'll never succeed if we let ourselves get too caught up with worrying about things going wrong. Yeah, now it's time to blow off steam and have some fun, shake off the worries. We've got some big wins to celebrate after all. You said it. Rest easy this night. I know that the future of Lumiose and of this world will be safe in your hands. Oh, I gotta clear my throat. That night, the shadows from Tartarus rose. Wait, wrong game. Blam! What is it with Pokemon games and having bombs go off? Seriously, this happened in Legends Arceus and in Diamond and Pearl. Spirit, are you alright? I gotta find out what's happening. Meet me by the elevator. What is going on indeed? Alright, Prism Tower, Dark Turn. Alright, well, I think this is a good place to end this here episode now that we're rank A trainers. If y'all enjoyed this edition of the Pokemon Legends ZA playthrough and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Hit on the visit on screen off on YouTube and that bell button for more. Special thank you to both Wacky49 as well as Millie Colton for joining me today, as well as Millie Colton becoming our 500th follower on Twitch. We did it. The next very big goal is 1,000, but small steps, so 550 first. And consider answering the question of the day, what's your opinion on Mega Pyroar? And finally, consider becoming a YouTube member and a Twitch subscriber for $3 a month and $6 a month respectively for wonderful bonuses such as an ad-free experience. Anyways, thank y'all for watching, and have a terrific day.